Hey everybody, Andrew Zimmern here. Where should I look? Oh, I'll look down there in the camera. How's everyone doing? It's Ask Me Anything Friday. So let's get right to the questions, right? If you want to, you can just subscribe below. You get to ask questions. Everyone gets to listen to answers, but if you want to communicate with me, subscribe. Ed has a question. It's historical. When did we begin to have spice, heat, a significant part of most modern recipes? For example, it seems like virtually all recipes on Cook's Country and similar cooking shows now have at least some crushed red pepper. To place this in context, he was in Chengdu, China, heat, found it a much more balanced and heat and spice combination than the gratuitous jalapeno approach he finds most everywhere now. Evidence of Super Bowl adverts for flaming Frito-Lay stuff this year. Unbelievable. I could talk about this for hours. So here's the deal. Chilies have been around forever, and there are many cultures in Africa, South America, Asia that have even been curing meats and fish and other proteins that would ordinarily spoil with a combination of salts and chilies. Obviously, cultures like the ones that you visited in Sichuan province in central China have been doing it for longer than most. And so obviously their recipes, their traditions, their culture have created more balanced and nuanced recipes. Nowadays, everyone's into big flavor. So they love to throw a jalapeno, which has very uneven heat. Sometimes they're not hot at all, sometimes they're hot, or crushed red pepper chili flakes, which are super cheap, into something just to give it a big flavor profile. I sort of sniff those out right away and discard them. I like cooking with Serrano chilies. They have for fresh ones when I'm looking for something that I can find in a very typical supermarket. And obviously I have a large collection of fresh and dried, fresh that I grow in the summer, dried that I collect from different parts of the world or have mail ordered because like you, I like that balanced and nuanced heat. I have several different kinds of Sichuan peppercorns at home that I get from the Mala market in Tennessee. I would suggest that your tastes have outgrown the websites that you're looking at. So I would start looking on other websites. And if you like Chinese food, go to the Walks of Life, go to China Sichuan food. There's so many great websites that offer incredible recipes from that part of the world. Seek them out. Peruvian food uses a lot of chili. A lot of South American countries use a lot of great chili. So head there. Robin asks, my question is about your friend Anthony Bourdain. I hope I am not overstepping here. He was such a magnetic presence. He made those of us following him from afar feel like we were a part of his life, and he is so deeply missed. Just ordered a shirt of his. I hear his voice when I look at it. That's very sweet. Can you share a favorite memory of time you spent with him and how he influenced your life going forward? Oh my gosh. He was possibly the most magnetic human being I've ever been around. If you walked into a room with him, you could just feel the energy all tilt in his direction. Funny, smart, just an expert in so many things and insanely curious. I've so many great memories. I do remember, and this is sort of one of those you just can't make it up things. I'm at home on a Saturday or Sunday morning, and we're watching some reruns of No Reservations because Noah loved watching Tony on TV. He met him at a food festival and just thought he was the coolest guy in the whole world because he had such a deep voice. And so we're watching the show, and the phone rings, and it's Tony, and he is with his daughter, and he's lying on the pillows, feet at the end of the bed. She's reversed on a pillow, and he's telling me how much he hates me. Being very funny, because his kid doesn't want to go out and do what he wants to do that morning. There was a Bizarre Foods marathon on one of the Discovery networks, and she was watching the show. And I told him what I was doing, and we were just laughing hysterically because neither of our kids wanted to watch us. They wanted to watch the other one. It was pretty amusing. I think the other thing that was probably the most impactful thing was the first day that we were shooting a TV commercial. It was the start. His second season had not aired on Travel Channel, and my first season had literally just premiered. And we were in New York. We were both on Monday nights, and so they were doing one of those, hey, join us on Monday night deals. And we were at the end of a bridge, end of a walkway on the Brooklyn side of the river in New York. And right before the director said action, we're just supposed to walk, pretending to be talking down this walkway while they shot some B-roll of us. Tony leans over to me and says, if you make it to season 2, I'll actually start talking to you. Which at the time I found endlessly funny. There had been 3 shows that had been paired either before or after his, and none of them had worked. Until they put our 2 shows together on Monday night, and it seemed to click with an audience. But the most moving stuff is the stuff that I could never talk about because he was a friend. And when we would see each other, because we had such identical lives, being away from home, fathers to, we each had 1 child. It was, something that, we shared a lot of the same angst, ennui, and free-floating anxiety. I'll just put it to you that way. Great man. A great, great man. Anyway, we'll keep those questions coming. We'll talk to you all next week.